Hello, everybody. Life Coach Scott G here with the ultimately um, the channel, and welcome back to those of you who are new. Obviously, we continue here. It's been several months, and I apologize for that. But personal and professional challenges got in the way a little bit. Not going to promise to be here all the time, but going to be promise to be here more often and do what I can to keep that promise. In any event, my hope is that everyone is well. This is the continuation of kind of looking at the things we should look for in relationships with new people. What is worth looking for in relationship with new people? Uh, First of all, creativity. Look, we all have challenges. We all have problems. We all have things that we need to work on. We all have different things that are there. And so, the more creative a person is and expansive they are in the way that they think, the better it is to uh, be involved with them, because most of us need the ability to have people in our lives that can help us solve challenges. If we had the ability to solve them ourselves, we wouldn't be reaching outside of ourselves. So, a creative friend, be it in the arts, or be it problem solver, or be it creative in how they communicate, creative friends are always a positive thing to have. Next is loyalty, and there's two forms of loyalty: loyalty in action and loyalty in word. In other words, when a person is new in your life, you want to look at, are their words and their actions congruent with who they really are. Incongruency is a huge warning sign for us to look at when we're getting involved with new people. When words and actions don't match, unfortunately, what happens for people that tend to be overgivers is that they will give so many chances to the person who is being incongruent, and they'll actually be hindering their own ability to trust in other people in the future that are healthier for them. And so, loyalty to actions means that what a person says and does matches up. Loyalty to words is that people avoid overpromising. There is a hyperbolic nature of overpromising that is pervasive in Western culture today, which has a lot to do with not wanting to be disliked, also has a lot to do with avoiding conflict. And so when a person overpromises and then doesn't deliver, they damage their ability to be seen in a positive and progressive and good way. That can ultimately be a super big challenge. The next thing is emotional resiliency. The ability that a person has to come back from emotional hardship, financial hardship, physical hardship, whatever have you, even if it takes months or years for them to do so, is something that you will benefit from in most friendships when you begin to understand that resiliency matters, because we're all going to face challenges in one way or another, and the more resilient a person is, the easier it is to trust that they will be there for you despite their challenges. When a person is not resilient, when a person is constantly expecting to be bailed out, when a person is constantly expecting that other people make life easier for them, sooner or later that person becomes a liability. And the energy that they put out, energy being the life force of all things, uh, should be progressive. Now, notice I didn't say positive first. Obviously, we'd all like to be around positive people, but sometimes we are in negative or less than ideal situations, and so positivity all times is difficult to maintain, but progressive is not. Sometimes progress means eliminating things or situations or people from your life. Other times, progress just means reevaluating things and reprioritizing. Other times, progress means sticking by somebody and helping them to be accountable to their own goals, to the things that they want in their lives and the things that really matter to them. Progress can take on many forms throughout a relationship, but having a progressive mindset is one of the most important things a person can do in order to really establish their value in the world, establish their value in how things are coming along for them, and the nature at which things need to change. Living with passion is also super important, and passion doesn't necessarily mean physical passion where we all kind of get tied up. It doesn't just mean sexual energy, but being passionate about what you're doing, not over engaging oneself in behaviors of what it is that we think we should do or that people are putting us on or putting upon us to do, getting involved with people who might have a tendency to overpromise or overextend themselves to avoid conflict or not hurt anybody's feelings isn't good. You know, if you can only be passionate for 2 hours a day, then give your energy to the things that are going to affect people the most during that time, and kind of go into autopilot on the things that either only directly affect you or have minimal effect on the value of other people. Remember, we are social creatures, which means we need to be willing and able to identify how we can have a maximum impact on of positivity on others without necessarily going in a negative direction. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.